Yes, one of the things that I've been a member of KPAC for, I guess, 8 years or so, and one of our things is to bring charter schools to Jefferson County. But one of the things now is that we're going to get, we believe, with this new legislation, charter schools all over the state. And one of the things at the state board, one of the things that we want to do is to make sure that we get the best charter providers into the state. We've had 43 examples of 43 states that's already have charter schools, so we have a lot to look at and what to look at. One of the things that I'm very concerned is, just like everyone else is saying, that this is my county, Jefferson County. When you get to talking about 20 schools that are failing and how far behind the minority students are in these schools, and even in your best schools in Jefferson County, there's still a gap of 15 to 20%, even in the mails and the manuals that they brag about for African American children. So there is a problem, and there are people trying to investigate why is the problem. You hear people talk about my child go here, my child go there, but there's still a problem when you go to talking about black and brown children in our schools. And people want to be in the mode of denial, but you can't be in the mode of denial because it is true. You know, you can't keep hearing the same numbers over and over. Something has to be true to this. When our children graduate, just like Mr. Moffitt was saying, when they go off to college, they've got to take almost 20 immediate courses because they cannot do 20 hours because they cannot do the college work. And then when you listen to everybody talking about where the numbers are, we're somewhere 50-some years to catch up. Now, I know that sounds strange, but if you, at the rate we're going and trying to catch up, and if we don't do something now, we cannot just keep allowing the bleeding to continue without doing something about it. And that is our problem here in Jefferson County. Too many people denying that there is a problem. We get reports, we hear from the superintendent, we hear from the school board. They are moving, but they're only doing about 1 or 2 points, 3 points. At that rate, and my man here next to my left, he's going to tell you, we're somewhere 50 years behind trying to catch up if we don't do something and do it now. We can't wait any longer. And with the school board, what we're working on is being an authorizer. What type of authorizers that we're going to bring into this community? Who's going to be an authorizer? One of the things that has already been said, the state board will have the final word. So if you apply to be a charter school and someone turned down your application, the state board will have the final say whether or not you become an authorizer in the state. So there's a lot of children in Jefferson County. We have 155 schools, and out of those 155 schools, we've got 20 of them that are failing. And then the other schools that we have in our community, we're shutting down schools. We've got special academy schools, and they have for years and years shifted grades. They change the names of the school and they pull them out of the failing mark. We've got another school. So it's time out for all of that. So right now, we've got a great opportunity here in this state to pass this charter bill. And we believe with all our heart that it is going to happen. The great thing about it, or what we must do, is to make sure that we get a great charter bill, and I'm sure that that's what we are all fighting for, that we just don't want to put charter schools in and half of them close within several months. So we want to make sure, and that's where you, as parents, grandparents, citizens, have to look out and see, what's best for your children. And that's what we're here today to say. What's best for my child? If I'm going to continue to send my child to a failing school in August, that's not going to work. When you got a new president and he's talking about bringing jobs back, we got to have people able to do these jobs. Otherwise, we got to go somewhere else to get people to do these jobs. We're talking about the 21st century. Well, we've got a lot of people here that's not able to do the jobs that's going to be available. So you're going to wind up bringing people from somewhere else to do these jobs. We're also talking about dual credits at our schools. You know, we used to have vocational education also in schools. So we're thinking about, we are going to bring that back. That's one thing the Board of Education is working on, to make sure that children have a choice. Not necessarily everybody want to go to college, but have an opportunity to go off into vocational education, because there's some great opportunities out there. And not only with this organization, I've been doing job fairs for the last 8 years. And there are great machinist jobs, there are great utility jobs out there, plumbers and all of that. That makes a great amount of money. And like I said, and we've got to have our young people and everybody ready for those jobs. So that's where I come in, that even some of these charter schools, we are praying that and hoping that we will also bring vocational education with them as well. So that our people, and we are partnering, the state is partnering with a lot of companies, Ford, UPS, and machinist companies, and some of the electrical companies. So when our young people are out of school, they'll be able to get a job. I think a diploma ought to mean something. I don't think it just should be a piece of paper. I think that every child that receives a diploma from high school ought to be able to get a job, or be able to be a participant in this society in which we live. So that's where we are, is that we want to make sure that we enter this 21st century, no child is left behind because of inadequate schools or anything like that. And also in the fact that probably a lot of you don't know that most of our schools are probably 50 to 60 years old all over the state. Not only here in Jefferson County, but all over the state. It's not a learning environment for a lot of folks. And so that's where we are, and that's where we are saying that we need charter schools. Everybody needs a choice. You know, you shouldn't have to wake up in August and you got to send your child to a failing school and you know that what's going coming out of that school. So that's the reason that I'm fighting here. And education, of course, everybody has said this, is the civil rights for the 21st century. No child should be left behind. And so we pay taxes, and that's what that's about. And just as already been said, the money follows the child. So everybody got to get off of that. That's all that everybody you hear saying is about the money. You're going to take the money for the school system. Well, if the school system is not doing anything with the money, then it's time for somebody to do something with it. So I'm almost stop here because I could go another 10 minutes. But that's one of the reasons that I am here out here to fight, to make sure that all of our children are treated the same, and to make sure that every child in the state of Kentucky, not only in Jefferson County, but in the 173 districts of the state of Kentucky, the deaf, school, and the blind, that everyone will have a great opportunity in this school district, in this state. And so when all these new jobs come available, your child or your grandchildren will not be denied because of lack of knowledge. Thank you.